Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another game in the Dubai Sevens. This one, a rematch of a match that we did see in the Oceania Sevens not too long ago. New Zealand versus Samoa. Now, South Africa currently sitting 2 wins from 2. They are at the top of the table for Pool A. New Zealand in second, Canada in third, Samoa sitting in fourth, but that is only because they haven't played that extra game, more than likely overtaking the Canadians, no matter what the result is here between New Zealand and Samoa. But it was a close game, went to golden point in the Oceania Sevens. I see this one being relatively close as well. We're looking at the Samoan starting lineup. It is Motu Opitai, BJ Lemit, Nauli Vaya, Paul Scanlon as the captain, Alofipo, Nola, and also Masifao, the last man in the starting lineup for the Manu Samoans. For New Zealand, Scott Curry, Shay Clark, Molia, Rockali Soa, McGarvey Black, Leroy Carter, and Moses Leo. So it seems like New Zealand have opted for a little bit more speed in this contest. See, Santa is at the ground by the looks of it. Of course, we are in December, getting close to Christmas, but both of these sides want their Christmas present early, which would be beating their opposition in this match. And not only that, getting that trophy in Dubai. We have got hi Aaron says, Gatsby, and welcome in. And Manu says, it looks like you're staying up late. I certainly am staying up till around 6:30 a.m. or at least streaming until about 6:30 a.m. Then after that, we have still got probably about 3 hours or so of preparation to do for tomorrow's Sevens, which will include the quarterfinals. And earlier on, they were showing how the quarterfinals sit currently. It would be New Zealand versus Fiji. Now, we do want to see that game, of course, a little bit later on in the competition. South Africa versus New Zealand is going to be a much closer affair. There's Morne Lagrange, although normally one of those two sides manage to run away with it, don't they, when they play off? Whereas Samoa and New Zealand, I believe, with the exception of about one game, the last about 10 contests between the two sides have been split by less than 7. So it tells you that this is going to be a very good game. I hope that both sides have brought their A game here. We are about to find out. At least I don't have to pick a side now, says Caspian. It will be the Samoans kicking off from right to left. And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen, for another match of the Dubai Sevens. Now, Samoa without a couple notable names in Malani Matavao and Va'a Pilomliko, but they still look pretty dangerous throughout the early stages. It looks like New Zealand has hit them there. It's gone into touch. So now Samoa have actually got themselves a line out. Only 10 seconds into this half. This game is going to be really close. I literally can't call who will win. What do you think? See, I would say, New Zealand have just won that line out, slapping it straight back into touch. We've got another one here. It's probably the most lineouts we have seen throughout the first 30 seconds of a Sevens game in a long time. Yeah, I feel like Samoa, the first 3 minutes or so, once again, another stolen lineout. New Zealand are looking good here for the first minute or so. McGarvey Black going across to Leroy Carter. They got space on the outside to try and get it to Moses Leo, who was wrestled down by Alafipo. Garvey Black crossed to Rockali Soa. They are deep inside of their own 22 currently. New Zealand, Shay Clark gets the ball to Sione Molia. He's playing the captaincy role here and is now dragged down by BJ Lima. A little bit of a counter-attacking chance there for the Samoans, who have opted to also not have Valvasa Afasua in their starting lineup, instead opting for Paul Scanlon as the captain. Scott Curry goes off to Shay Clark, moving up to the halfway line now. For New Zealand, Scott Curry plays halfback, goes left to Narohi McGarvey Black. Rockali Soa in the midfield. Thought about the offload to Leroy Carter. Now manages to find him when the tackle was made by the Manu Samoa defence. Carter goes to Rockali Soa again. In fact, it's McGarvey Black. Sione Molia almost breaking through. Look for the miracle offload. It goes into touch. Score still 0-0. After the first 2 minutes. Looks like Motu Opitai considered the quick throw there. Besides, maybe it's not the time to go for it just now. Although, actually, if it was open, I would have gone for it if I was Samoa, because their lineouts have struggled, although they have managed to retain that one just going to the front. Alex Nankivell at Munster. Could he replace Bundyaki at 12 for Ireland? Says Blues Nate. I tell you what, I don't think Bundyaki wants to go anywhere anytime soon, although he is starting to get a little bit older, of course. A lot of pressure on Paul Scanlon in the breakdown, but New Zealand unable to get the turnover. Going to shift this wide out to Nauli Vai, who now has the ball in hand. Fends off Rockali Soa, but Molia drives in towards the touchline. Good power from Rockali Soa as well. Samoa just running out of space. Almost a bit of push and shove. New Zealand taking it quickly, although they weren't on the mark. Do you think New Zealand is going to thrash South Africa? Underestimate South Africa in sevens, says Morne Lagrange. I don't think they'll underestimate them. I think they would have watched them in these first two games and gone, South Africa are the real deal. Cannot take them lightly. And yeah, I feel like that's the thing with sevens. You cannot really underestimate any team, because as soon as you do, Leroy Carter almost through, but I think there was a knock on. He's frustrated as well. It didn't quite work out for New Zealand. But yeah, you can't underestimate anyone on this seven circuit, because when you do, you normally get beaten. It's just a short pass. Leroy Carter did knock that ball on. 3.5 minutes remaining in the half, like I mentioned. Scanlon with the ball on the 22 and scrum feed for Manu Samoa. That's well done. A little bit of a counter hook coming in there from New Zealand, but not working it out. Now Alafipo. Go back across. In fact, that was Masifao. Now Alafipo gets his hands on the ball. Naule Vaya. The man on the outside. Alafipo takes it to ground. The tricky part here for Samoa is just trying to find that gap in New Zealand's defence. They are very flat in the way they are defending. Masifao thought about the offload. Does stay on the side of Samoa. Happy birthday, Amish. Says Grant, thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciated there as well. But I will say, luckily, I did not get any biltong for my birthday. Although, to be fair, I don't know if I've got anything yet. Mainly because I've been away all day. And everyone else is now asleep. Shane Clark. Ooh, that was an ugly way of falling. Old mate turned into one of those slinkies. And that looks like Samoa. They've got a counter-attacking chance here. Leroy Carter going to cut off Naula, but he doesn't stop him. Oh, they're going time off. Okay, it is grounded. And the Samoans will take the lead here. Great work from Naula, who was ragdolled once he was crossing the try line at New Zealand struggling against Samoa. Says Morne Grange, the same reason that South Africa was struggling against Samoa. Samoa are a tough side. Anyone who underestimates them, once again, gets beaten. New Zealand also just win Samoa. Later game between New Zealand and South Africa will be interesting. What do you think? Says Marnus. Yeah, it's going to determine a lot when it comes to the quarterfinals of who is actually going to be making their way through. Why must you bring up that horror story of your biltong eating? Says Grant, although if it makes you feel better, I did actually give some of it to the South Africans that we were working for at the time, and they didn't really like it either. So maybe it was just the biltong rather than the actual product itself, if that makes sense. They might have just been a batch that wasn't flash. Super Rugby tickets for 2024 is too high. Blues fans switch to NRL. Says Blues Nate. Yeah, they don't really learn with Super Rugby, do they? They got to make it affordable so they can actually sell out stadiums. It always looks better when you got like 30,000 in attendance rather than when you got 3,000. Another knock on from New Zealand, so it does mean that Samoa have got themselves another scrum feed just near the end of this first half. 50 seconds remaining. Looks like Samoa, quite a bit of support for them in Dubai. It's normally the case anywhere they go in the world. 3 handling errors from New Zealand. Not working out. If South Africans don't like it, then the biltong was garbage. Says Grant. Yeah, so I feel like me and George, as much as we may have offended some people from not liking it, I feel like maybe we weren't given the best chance of liking it, if that makes sense. Nice run from Masifao. Oh, he's tackled pretty late towards the touchline. Leroy Carter has to clean it up. He's inside of his own in-goal area. Now slinging it off to Narohi. McGarvey Black. This will be a 100-metre try if New Zealand are able to score it. Moses Leo receives the offload. Dragged down by BJ Lima. Now Sione Molia goes off to Scott Curry. New Zealand yet to get any points in this first half. I think that's about to change. Aquilio Roccoli. So a ball back on the inside to Scott Curry. I think this is going to be a close game today. Says Caspian. And also true Hamish, big crowds, worthy prices, says Blues Nate. Because the thing is, people don't realise, well, I'm sure they do, but they just don't think about it that way in terms of the people higher up. If you have more people in attendance, that's more sales that you're making at the ground. Overall, like, when you consider it, if you're charging, let's just go with a small number, for instance. If you're charging 1,000 people $50 to get in, right? You're making 50 grand. If you're charging, let's say, 20,000 people or 10,000 people, prices that are $25, you're making 250 grand. Maybe. Was that correct? It might have been close. So, like, there's a big difference between overcharging a few people or getting a lot of people because you're actually charging them what they want to be charged. Business, eh? Did you watch the Rugby World Cup Sevens last year? Sad when Neil Powell resigned as coach because he was an outstanding coach. Says Marnus, we did indeed. We did actually cover that competition on the channel. Hi, you're a very good commentator, says Sophie. Thank you very much, Sophie. Hugely appreciated. And yeah, we've got plenty more coming later on tonight. We have got the match between the South Africans and Canada. No, sorry, South Africa and New Zealand. That is happening later on tonight. Samoa versus Canada. Also, Ireland versus Argentina, two undefeated sides that will be going head-to-head. And then alongside that, we have also got Fiji versus Great Britain. Which could be a one-sided affair, but like I said, sevens is unpredictable, and you never quite know what's going to happen. $25 fair price. NRL games, almost same price for general sitting. Says Blues Nate. And plus, more people consume more food and drink. Exactly. You know, even like merchandise at the ground. If someone's paid, let's say someone's paying $70 to sit down in the stadium, they are not going to be paying like $50 for a t-shirt or anything like that. Whereas if you've only charged them $20 to get in, or $25 or something like that, and they see a $30, $40 t-shirt, they'll be like, yeah, might as well get it for the experience. But yeah, still a bit of work needed to be done. And I mean, that's probably the reason, or some of the reason, I guess you could say, that New Zealand lost their sevens in terms of having it in Hamilton. They were charging too much. They weren't getting the crowd to the game, and they just got rid of it. You're also very good looking, says Sophie. Geez, Sophie, you're flattering me tonight. I do appreciate that. Oh, I'm a bit sunburnt. Well, I think I'm sunburnt. I'm sunburnt on my arms. My face is just a mixture of colours. I don't know if I'm red or pale at the moment. But, yeah, it's a fair mix, I guess you could say. Now, inside of their own 22, Scanlon, chance in the second half. 7 points to 5. It's going to be the penalty going in favour of Samoa. Levi takes a quick tap. Scott Curry has to line him up and just managed to make that tackle. Now Scanlon. The lobby pass. Looks like Samoa aren't rushing this. Alafipo, nice pass on the outside. Just trying to find that little gap in New Zealand's defence. Oh, they almost got that. It was Shea Clark. Now Scanlon going back across to the right-hand side. No Levi off to Alafipo. They've shut him down very well out on the wing. In fact, it was Lima. Found himself out on the wing for that one. Now Masi File back across to Scanlon. Alafipo this time has a beautiful looping around play here from Samoa. They just can't quite get through a gap. Alafipo blind offload. Does manage to find hands. No Levi. Can they get through here, Samoa? They are trying. Oh, well, surely that's a high tackle. He's had his headgear ripped off his head. Quick tap taken by Masi Fell, catching the Kiwis off guard. And they score the try, Samoa. They will take the lead back here. And that is his fourth try of his career. The first, of the Dubai Sevens for Masi Fell. But yeah, you know it's a high tackle when the headgear gets ripped off the head of the player. But it was brilliantly done by Masi Fell. He saw the opportunity to be able to take that quick tap, get the space opening up, and the try has been scored by Manu Samoa again. Oh, an important conversion here. This would give them a lead of more. It's hit the post and gone over. I know that doesn't matter, pale or sunburnt. You're very good looking, very passionate about sports. If I may be bold, are you taken? Says Sophie. Well, I am very single because at the moment my sleep schedule is destroyed. So I sleep during the day, I work during the night or stream during the night. So yeah, I'm a bit all over the place in terms of sleeping. I play cricket during the day, though, on a Saturday, which is quite impressive because my sleep schedule is destroyed. Like I said, I've noticed that your face is red. Is it suntan? I think it's just sunburn, to be honest. I don't think there's much tan involved. I might be a little bit tanned on the forearms from the other day. I went fishing, so maybe. She shot Sophie, says Grant. Now Mulia and New Zealand. And there says Kate, an interception. And Samoa, oh, they were playing under advantage. Which I think means Motu Opitai can't score the try. No, he can't. I will, Grant, says Sophie. And there as well. He said, just a knock on. Where's that ref from? I feel like that was almost Italian? Maybe? Well, yeah, were you born in? I was born in 1999. So I am a before 2000s baby. But that's all right. And what day I was born was actually 30 minutes ago that day. My birthday was just past, pretty much today. As you know. Moses Leo, though. This might be unlucky there. I went fishing, eh? I had a mate like that once, boys, says Blues Note. The worst thing is, though, when I go fishing, I see fish, but I don't catch them. Like, if it was a game of spotting them rather than actually reeling them in, I'd be brilliant at it, but can't catch them. Just watch them follow my lure, and then they swim away, and I go, I was born in 2000 on the 6th of December. Oh, so you're quite close to myself in terms of birthday, but just that year later, there you are born. Since you're very single, do I have a chance, Hamish? Says Sophie. Oh, it was real high. I don't know. I feel like it's a world out there, isn't it? Hamish, you have murdered fish with a rock. It's a good line, isn't it? Oh, line. Fishing pun. If anyone who doesn't already, be sure to follow us on the old Instagram, the Kiwi Lads. We do reply to all the messages on there, even if we don't seem like we do. But we try our best. Nice wide pass, beautifully done. Out to Tim Mickelson, it's forward, and it's gone into touch. There's only 5 points difference between these two sides. 2.5 minutes. Do you have TT? What's TT? TT. Time? No. Oh, TikTok. I do not have TikTok. Is that where I can get in touch with you about being your girlfriend? I mean, it would be a great start to I guess, learn who you are first. And Quinton Cock is an excellent fisherman. Fun fact. Sophie, IG, check out Kiwi Lads. And we're eventually going to post on there. I've said it many times, but eventually it's going to be on there. I swear, it's going to be up one day. We don't know what. We'll probably do a Christmas post. Might as well. Now, it's going to be released. Samoa with this ball in hand. Face of turn red. Nah, sunburn, mate. I think. Now, Alafipo. Well, tackle. Oh, another penalty against New Zealand. If Samoa score now, they might be good to go. Our time is left, says Mono Grange. Only 1 minute 50 remaining. Samoa with a nice lead. Alafipo looks like he's in a bit of trouble here in terms of injury. Although his team... Now, this is dangerous from Scanlon, because he is deciding to kick this one per touch. But if he doesn't find touch, would have had to be play on. What's your score update, says Pato. At this stage, it is 12 points to 7 still. We know Hamish's mum wants to get him a girlfriend, so go for it, says Grant. And come on, Samoa, says a Blues Nate. And there as well, but now 90 seconds remaining and it will be Samoa's ball. So all they need to do is just hang on to this a little bit longer. If they can get one last try, that will well and truly do it. That's all they'd need. Can I also shoot my shot too? Says Simran there. Well, anyone who doesn't already, Kiwi Lads Instagram. That's the way to go. Even if you don't want to shoot your shot, ladies and gents, just chat to us about rugby on there. It's a great option. Let's go Samoa, says Latia. And then, hey, Kiwi Lads, says Latia, welcome in. We are doing extremely well. All right, we're good to go. 90 seconds remaining. Samoan flag there from Pato. And shoot away. Says Blues nay. Now nicely slapped by the Kiwis. Was that a knock on from Milo Harris? They say no. And it's going to be continuing. Here comes the youngster, Cody Vai. He has got rockets in his shoes, although that time he's got butter on his fingers and it's gone straight through it. Don't have Insta, only a TikTok. Quick dare taken by the Samoans. They have got 70 seconds looking for their offload and they have managed to find it. Now going to the right-hand side, Paul Scanlon. Beautiful step around the New Zealand defence. Mickelson has to drag him down. 40 metres out the line. Can Samoa get themselves an upset win? They're pretty close. 45 seconds remaining. They were trying to decide which way they want to go. And yes, let's go Samoa. And says a Willem there. Another tackle made. And who says Latia. Must see foul now. He's already scored one throughout the match. They go out wide to Scanlon. He slipped over and he's gone into touch. This gives New Zealand the last chance of the game. Now, this is exactly how New Zealand were able to win in their game for the Oceania Sevens. They got it close at the end and they put the dagger in the heart. Can you get TikTok? I mean, I would, but I know I would spend too much time on it. You know? I already find it hard enough to find time to even go on YouTube at times, but yeah, I feel like TikTok, you know, you watch a video of a cat doing something funny and then you just end up spending about 57 hours on it and you go, it's Tuesday. And now nice run forward there for New Zealand. This is going to be a try. If he scores it between the posts, New Zealand are going to win this in the final moments. They do it to Samoa every time. Where is New Zealand's heart? Brady Rush scoring the last minute try. That hurts. You know, I feel bad. But every time. They're so close. It's similar to when New Zealand play Ireland. New Zealand, though, they will win it. 14 points to 12. They score in the final moment of the game again. Hello, Hamish. Good to see you and hear from you again. Says La Chica there. It's great to have you in the live stream. Oh dear. That's the one place I can chat. That's why I asked. Here's Caspian. Although you can chat here as well in the YouTube chat section. We are going to be doing the URC. I don't know what that accent was, but the URC starting up at 1:50 a.m. That is what we are going to be doing then. Alongside that, we have also got the Sevens. 4 games. Early in the morning. 6:05 to the world. And also, let's go New Zealand, says Willem. And there as well. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this live stream, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier on, if you aren't already following us on the old Instagram, be sure to check it out. Kiwi Lads. It's the _Kiwi_lads. Unfortunately, without the underscores was taken. So we had to do that. But check it out. Christmas post might be coming. Maybe. I don't know how to post on Instagram though. Go to 685. Sincerely there, if Apilo Maliko is playing. Tell you what, it's impressive though with the fact that they don't have Vawasa Afasua in that game. I don't think they brought him on. They didn't have Apilo Maliko. They didn't have Malani Mataval. And they still were as competitive as they were. They didn't have Tuna Tuitama. They didn't have... The list goes on, really, of players that they were missing. Paul Iti Slater, I don't think he was playing in this game, but they stay competitive. That's 250 here. There's Caspian. So yeah, be sure to check it out. The Bulls versus the Sharks. A bit of URC action. We got to love it. And I'm excited. I'm also probably sleep deprived, which is why I've got a few accents coming on. But yeah, be sure to tune in in just over an hour's time, ladies and gents, for that next live stream. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We'll be back a little bit later on for some more of the Sevens. Can you believe it? They do the same against Canada and now Samoa. And Letofia says Tanufi. And also we have got DC Amish at the next live. Says Caspian. So yeah, in about an hour and 7 minutes time, we will be back rearing to go for some more rugby action. But thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you all for the next one.